Hey everyone, and thanks for joining me. There is literally nothing quite like the absolute thrill of buying a home. Whether you're a first-time buyer who's been diligently saving up for that down payment, or you're stepping up into that dream property you've always wanted, the journey to homeownership is a massive milestone. But here's the thing. Alongside the fun of picking out paint colors and figuring out where your sofa's going to go, there's a very serious financial and legal side to all of this. It's a huge investment, and unfortunately, that makes homebuyers a prime target for hidden risks and bad actors. So today, we're going to empower you. We're going to build up your Homebuyer Shield by looking at crucial consumer protections so you can navigate this crazy market with total confidence. Welcome to Keys Open Doors. Today, we're breaking down consumer protections for homebuyers. My goal is to make sure you walk into your real estate transactions totally armed with knowledge, so you can focus on the joy of your new home instead of stressing out over unexpected pitfalls. All right, so here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll talk about vetting builders. Second, spotting property hazards. Third, avoiding insurance scams. Fourth, navigating the translation trap. And finally, securing a safe future. Let's jump right in. Section 1. Vetting new home builders. Who exactly is building your dream? It is so easy to get swept up when you're walking through those gorgeous, perfectly staged model homes. But your absolute first line of defense is actually really simple. Do your homework. State governments have dedicated consumer protection divisions, and that includes specific units just for registering new home builders. So before you sign anything or hand over a single dime of earnest money, check those official state registries to make sure your builder is legally licensed. And honestly, while you're at it, run a search for past business complaints. Government agencies track this stuff. If a builder has a history of walking away from jobs or doing shoddy work, that data is out there. Be an informed consumer and check it out before you fall in love with a floor plan. Moving right along to Section 2, spotting hidden property hazards. We really need to look beneath the surface. For a lot of buyers looking at existing properties, the biggest risks are baked right into the house itself. You have to ask yourself, what invisible hazards could be hiding in your future home? Because a fresh coat of paint and some nice landscaping can easily mask incredibly serious and incredibly expensive environmental issues. Remember, you aren't just buying aesthetics, you're buying the actual physical environment you're about to live in. So you really got to know what to look out for. Government agencies actively prosecute environmental crimes, and they frequently secure massive settlements over things like lead paint violations in older homes. If you are buying a charming, older property, lead paint is a huge hazard that absolutely must be taken seriously and mitigated properly. Plus, you want to be fully aware of any unresolved environmental violations tied to the property or the land around it. Don't just assume a house is environmentally safe just because it looks pretty from the street. Because of these unseen dangers, identifying health and safety hazards literally has to be your #1 priority during a walkthrough. Long before you even think about measuring the windows for curtains, you should be scrutinizing property disclosures and asking the tough questions. Bringing in a qualified, licensed inspector to sniff out these specific hazards, well, that's just one of the smartest investments you can possibly make in the entire process. Let's look at Section 3, avoiding homeowner insurance scams. Here's how to protect your investment safely. Okay, listen up, because scammers know you're on a super tight timeline to get insurance right before closing, and they will absolutely try to prey on that urgency. State consumer protection divisions frequently bust fake insurance agents, hitting them with serious charges like felony theft and insurance fraud. These bad actors will set up slick, official-looking websites, quote you an unbelievably cheap premium, take your hard-earned cash, and leave you completely uninsured. Just imagine a major storm hitting your new house, only to find out your policy doesn't even exist. Horrifying, right? Always verify the credentials of an insurance agent through your state's official insurance commission before you wire a single cent. Next up is Section 4, the language translation trap. Why words really matter in real estate. This is a massive vulnerability that so many people overlook. Real estate transactions run on dense, complicated legal contracts, so relying on your browser's automated translation is super dangerous. Let's be clear about what this is. Automated translation is a free software tool that basically just guesses meanings based on data. It absolutely cannot guarantee legal accuracy. When you dump a highly technical real estate document into an online translator, the software frequently degrades the text, totally mangles the legal jargon, and misses the entire nuance of the contract. It's like trying to build a puzzle with pieces from 3 different boxes. You can clearly see the contrast here. On the one hand, you have auto translation. It's fast, sure, but it's totally informal, and it regularly completely fails to read PDFs or image files. On the other hand, you have the official documents. In the U.S. real estate market, the original English document is the authoritative, legally binding text. Official government sites explicitly warn that they don't control the accuracy of whatever translated content your browser spits out. So the bottom line is this. If you use those auto-translated files, you're doing so entirely at your own risk. Government entities assume absolutely zero liability for any damages caused by a translation error. If the software tells you a clause means one thing, but the official English contract says another, the English contract wins every single time. A bad translation is not going to void your legally binding agreement. So if English isn't your first language, many buyers find it incredibly helpful to work with a licensed real estate pro or an attorney who speaks their native language, instead of trusting a free online tool with the biggest purchase of their life. Finally, Section 5, Building Your Safe Future. Let's talk about taking the next right step. We have covered a ton of ground today, from shady builders to the translation trap. But as we wrap up, I really want to leave you with this one guiding principle. The information we went over today is meant to empower you with general education. But remember, every single real estate transaction is completely unique. Because of that, you should always consult a licensed professional, a great agent, an attorney, an inspector, for guidance tailored to your specific situation. They are the experts who are there to help you safely cross that finish line. Before you sign your name on that dotted line, ask yourself, are you just buying a house or are you truly securing a safe home? Do your homework, build up your shield, and you'll be absolutely ready for whatever this market throws at you. Keys open doors, helping you unlock your path to homeownership. If this helped, like, comment, and subscribe.